Let's have a look at the use case design review. To start with, we simply load an assembly. In this case, it's a native CAD assembly coming from CATIA, a few hundred megabytes large. We change a few parameters, display parameters. We update our initial view for further reference. Now, let's select a few parts. So we're using selection frame to select a whole series of parts, plus we click on another part, adding it to our selection, and we save this in our view. Now let's assume we have a problem with the distance of the bolts. Yeah. For a reference, first of all, we add a dimension of the distance of these two bolts. And we save that as so often. And as a second step, we add an annotation requesting a design change. So we click on that bolt, for instance, we drag and drop that note a little bit outside, and we change the text to please change the distance of the bolts. Again, we save that in a view for later reference. Now the question is, how does that information find the right person? And one possibility is simply taking a snapshot and copy and paste it into your email software. Here, an example, I'm using Word instead. The other possibility is to save an XML information, and this is typically done when we work in integrations. Now let's assume the design change has happened. The next step then is to compare the original part against the modified part, and we would like to see the changes and see whether the designer really did what I had expected from him. And in this case, let's say everything is fine. Now let's select a subassembly and have a look to the internal of it. So the sectioning function is very easy to have a look inside the geometry. So you can set many options to do a sectioning. This is a default thing, and what I would like to show is that it's also possible to do some measurements and dimensionings while we are in sectioning mode. And of course, we can all save that. Another powerful tool to identify problems typically performed during design reviews is clash detection. So parts should not clash, so there should not be a clash volume, at least not a large one. So you can have 3DViewStation calculate all these clash volumes if there are any, and we can show them and we can save them. There might be other issues from, let's say, being certain parts being too close to other parts. For instance, if one part is very hot, so the clearance analysis gives you a quick impression and very good colored impression. Another analysis function, sometimes helpful for design reviews, is the wall thickness analysis. So there's different methods, ray method, rolling ball, quicker, more exact. You can change, your parameters of what you would like to show. You can change the number of colors you would like to see. You can change some presets. And again, you can save that for later use. And of course, the overall work we have invested, you can also save as a file, which you can forward to your colleague, or you just keep it for your reference and for later.